Hi, I'm Danielle Edwards with Remax Executive, and a popular question I get is what's the difference between a slab and a crawl space? So I'm going to quickly walk you through the differences and the pros and the cons. A slab is better for moist climates, prevents mold growth in the home, steps are not necessary, is less expensive, faster to construct, less subject to pests and all sorts of gross vermin we don't want to be around. It's more energy efficient, and it's stronger and it's more durable. However, the cons: it cracks easily with shifting soil, floods more easily, and my biggest con is the ductwork and plumbing is less accessible. You can't really go down and around if you want to run an outlet or run a gas line. It can be damaged by tree roots, and repairs are definitely more expensive. So now we're going to check out a crawl space. And what I love about crawl spaces is you have easy access if you want to do renovations. So if you want to run a gas line for a gas stove, or you need an extra outlet or anything like that, it makes renovations 10 times easier. So when you see these little doors, that's what it is. And you can just kind of peek inside there, and it's under the house. Crawl spaces are recommended for drier climates, good for flood-prone areas. The termite inspection is easier, can be used as storage. It's more comfortable for walking and standing. However, some crawl spaces are literally crawl spaces, and I've seen some where you literally walk straight through. The cons are they're more expensive, construction takes longer, and they're less energy efficient. So on average, if you were to compare the price difference between a slab and a crawl, a slab is around $7,500 to $12,000, and a crawl space can be anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000. So a lot of what I see with crawl spaces is you really have to make sure you have things like a dehumidifier, you have a vapor barrier, you make sure you have water going away from the home, you have proper insulation, and you definitely want to check for mold. I've seen a lot of inspection reports with mold, and that can be a fun, expensive price tag. Those are the pros and cons. There's definitely good things about both of them. I think it's just important if you're building a home or buying a home, you know the difference, so you can be a good homeowner and take the necessary steps to make sure you're protecting your investment. Resale value. Some people prefer the look of a home that is raised and above level, and that means it's a crawl space foundation. The aesthetic advantage could make the home easier to sell. However, the biggest factors in resale value are how the foundation fits with typical foundations in the surrounding area and how well it is constructed. A concrete foundation in a neighborhood of crawl space foundations may look out of place and therefore get a lower resale price. I always like to get my information from the source, so let's go check in with Preston Sandlin at Home Inspection Carolina, and he can show us some awesome examples of crawl space and slab nightmares.
Hello, this is Preston Sandlin with Home Inspection Carolina. Today we're going to talk about inspecting crawl spaces, and we're going to show you some actual photos of some inspections that we've done here in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you look at this first picture, you've got some moisture damage to this wood back up in here. This crawl space has very poor ventilation, and on top of that you've got an air conditioning duct that sweats in the summertime, so it's creating a lot of moisture, and you can tell that it's affected this wood. Here we use moisture meters to check the moisture content of the wood. You can buy these at various places. It's a probe. There's two little metal probes that you can't see them because they're stabbed in the wood. It's showing you the percentage of moisture. You want it to be below 20%. As you can see, this is 22%. The least expensive place I found and they work fine is Harbor Freight Tools. You can get these for about $12. This has had high moisture for a long time, and termites. You see the little mud tubes coming in there. The wood is eaten up. It's termite damage, and on top of that, there's high moisture because you can see in the moisture gets up into the insulation, and you can see that it's starting to get droopy. So this crawl space has got some problems. You can see termite tubes right here along this band seal. The band seal is just a fancy word for the perimeter joist, and that's actually a double. We've pulled the insulation back, but see those mud tubes along there? Those are termite tubes. This is a ductwork that's going in. You've got termite damage right there, all the mud tubes, and this is the metal register coming up. Also see the insulation has fallen down, so you get a lot of sweating around that. That also creates moisture problems, which is the termites like that as well. In this crawl space, you got the insulation turned the wrong way. The paper is supposed to be adjacent to the heated living area. So what's going to happen here is you're going to get moisture trapped, and you're going to get mold and mildew. here you've got moisture damage that just rotted out the subfloor.
I want to show you where the slab house here, and this is termite damage. See the termite dupes coming up right there. Also, if you look right here, you can see they've got into this baseboard right here. I don't have a screwdriver with me, but they're probably, see what they do on a slab house is, that's the slab ends right there, and there's a little gap, and they come up that in between the concrete slab and the veneer, and then they get into the baseboard like that. But yeah, if you see some mud tubes, kind of a venous, look like veins going up, that's termites, and I'm sure there's a little bit of damage here that we can't see. Here's some more termite damage. See how they've eaten that baseboard right there. Also, yeah, that's when you inspect the slab, that's what you're looking at is the baseboard, and when you see that baseboard that's kind of looks like a wet jack-o'-lantern after Christmas, you can almost guarantee there's termite damage, because that's sitting right on that expansion crack right there where they come up.
Thanks for watching my video on the differences between a crawl and a slab. I know it can be overwhelming, but at the end of the day, just find a home you love in a great location. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm always here for you. You can call me at the number below, and be sure to check out my YouTube channel. I have tons of playlists like this one here, all about relocating to Charlotte, and this one here about how to buy a home. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye.